What's up, family? It is Caden with Urban Finance. In this video, I'm going to be giving you an update on my Black-owned business stock portfolio. So we're going to be talking about which stocks I chose to buy this week, which stocks I sold this week, which Black-owned companies that I think generally will make for good investments, which Black-owned companies that I'm looking at but I'm not too sure about right now. So generally, it's going to be anything that I know about various Black-owned organizations and what may be profitable to invest in. And yes, that is right. I do plan to make a profit from investing in these companies, but by no means I want to portray these as the best possible investments ever, because there are a lot of other things and a lot of other companies that I could potentially invest in if profits were my only goal here. And so my goal here is to really spotlight some of these companies so that others may also take an interest or invest in them. And by invest in them, I by no means that I'm actually encouraging others to buy stocks. Investing in them might just be putting the spotlight on these companies so it drives human capital towards them, or so people could invest in them directly. So that may be taking out a bank account if it is a bank, or purchasing their product if they sell a product. On July 6th, I sold my 75 shares of Broadway Financial for $3.73 a share. And that was a total of $279.75. And this earned me a $30 profit. Now, I didn't sell my shares for that $30 profit. I sold it because the stock price shot up, which I knew would trigger a sell-off for anyone that was holding the stock for a short-term investment. And so I knew that if I kept the stock, that the price will drop significantly and I would get caught and lose a lot of money on the stock. And so I sold it for just that $30 profit. And then on July 7th, after the stock significantly dropped like I expected it to, I put in a limit order for $2.10. And then the stock didn't get to that price on the 7th, it didn't get to that price on the 8th, it didn't get to that price on the 9th, but finally on July 13th, which is today, it got to my limit order price, which is $2.10. And so I purchased 100 shares of Broadway Financials for less than how much that I sold my 75 shares of it at. And so right now, I think the last time I checked, it may have been at $2.08. I'm actually not worried that it fluctuated from the 210 that I had a limit order on it for to 208, because I know the stock is probably going to have a support level around $2.05 at least, and which means that it will probably go back up to $2.10 and probably above that very soon. So I feel really good about the 100 shares that I purchased there and plan to hold this company for a very long time. And I know now that if the stock does go up significantly, I don't necessarily have to sell it off as fast as I did when it shot up to $3.73, because I bought it so low, or low enough, that I think that I can be able to hold it through some of the highs and lows. But I knew at my last price per share wasn't significantly low enough that I felt comfortable holding it for a very long time at that price. For those of you that may not know, a limit order is an automatic purchase at a specific price for a stock. So for example, instead of me having to check all day long to make sure that Broadway Financial is at a price that I would like to purchase it at, I just put in the order, and as long as the stock hit that price, Robinhood or whoever I am trading stocks with will purchase it at that specific price. With RLJ Lodging, I'm doing a dollar cost averaging strategy, which essentially means I plan to purchase the stock regardless to what the price is at. But I would love to capture the stock for under $9 a share, where it's currently selling at. But I don't plan to purchase any more of this stock until next month. So hopefully I can still catch it under $9 a share. But if I don't, so be it. What I'm really interested in this stock is the dividend payments that it pays out. And so regardless of the price, I will be purchasing this consistently each and every month. And talking about adding to my RLJ Lodging stock, if you haven't already, please add to the likes that I have by smashing that like button. Very little to share here, but Franklin FTSE South African ETF have earned me about $5 so far. This ETF is invested in about 66 companies in South Africa, specifically the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. And so one of the reasons that I pick up those is because I really want to look into specific companies in Africa that I can invest my money in. And this was an easy way to pick up a few companies within an ETF that I'll be looking at over the course of the next few months. A stock that I'm really interested in purchasing is Carver Federal Savings Bank, but right now the stock is currently trading about $5.80, and that is just too rich for my blood right now. If the stock drops below somewhere between $2 and $3, I will try to pick up a quick 100 shares of that stock, which means that I will probably need to have some money sitting in my brokerage account if that is to happen. I would also need to see that the stock has a support level at that price for about a week, because currently the stock has consistently been trading down week over week since June 19th, Juneteenth. And I am still not holding any shares of UONE and do not plan to pick up this company anytime. I'm only interested in their Class A shares, and I'm only interested in that at also about $2 a share, at most $3 a share. So another great place to look for Black-owned companies to invest in is BuyTheBlock.com, and that's what we're looking at right now. And so it talks about the risk and stuff like that of the investing in these companies, and I certainly encourage you to read through all of it. I know some of us like to skip over things like this, but I think this is really important when making these type of investments. And you can also start your own offer, meaning start your own, I guess, startup or whatever you want people to invest in. I actually plan to do this for some real estate investing in the soon future. More to come on that. Going back to the part of this that I really wanted to talk about is the various offers that it has here. And so you can really look at this and see, okay, what type of company do I want to invest in? If you're someone like me, you really want to stick to things that you feel like you know, are comfortable about or passionate about. And so while I think beauty is an amazing thing to invest in, it's not something I'm comfortable about investing or something that I'm passionate about. I know people probably think I'm a guy, so I'm probably passionate or comfortable with cars. No, it's not my thing either. The things that I am actually interested in on here is primarily real estate investments. And so I know this one, BuyTheBlock in historic 5th Ward, Houston, this was the one that I really wanted to get in on. But as you can see, it's currently now closed, and it was actually funded at about over 100% of what they're looking for. As you can see, 177% of what they were looking for, they were able to get funded. So I am very excited to see how this project turns out. Even though I wasn't able to invest in it like I wanted to, I'm excited for this project because I think it will be pretty successful. But I don't want to get into too much details here since this particular project is currently closed. But I may email them directly and see if they will be willing to take my money. Who knows? Most people don't say no to extra cash, so they may still be willing to take my money. And so the project that I think I'm next most interested in is the Urban Power Connect. Again, another real estate project. This has a long way to go. It's about 9% currently funded. And the good thing about that for me, it gives me the time to really look into this project, really research this project. And just so you know, me showing you this is not a recommendation because I still have to do more research myself before I even consider doing this type of investing or investing in this company or any other companies on BuyTheBlock.com or anywhere else I choose to spend my hard-earned capital. I strongly encourage you, take the time to do the research before you put your money in something. It is not worth it to think that, oh, this deal is going away. If someone is making you feel like an investment deal is going away, if you don't take advantage of it right away, it's probably a very bad idea. Just take my word for that. There's a lot of good things I like about this project from what I've researched so far. One of the things that I love about real estate investing is that you usually get guaranteed returns or quick returns. And so you can see they have an 8% preferred return paid quarterly after holding. And that is something that I'm looking forward to. They also have a 50% equity split of total net profits after liquidations. So I'm not going to get into the details of the company in this particular video. I may take a video to highlight companies just on BuyTheBlock.com. Let me know in the comment section below if you would like me to do that. If not, I probably won't. On the side here, we can see various shares options that they have. For an investment of $100, you're purchasing 4 unit shares, common stocks at $25 per share. And at an investment of $1,000, you're purchasing 40 unit shares of common stock at $25 per share. And at $10,000, you're purchasing 400 unit shares of common stocks. I could have swore I saw preferred stocks somewhere here. Maybe I missed it. I know that they talk about purchasing preferred stocks somewhere, and so I would look into that as well. Other than real estate, the other thing that I'm really interested in investing in is tech companies. I plan to look a little further into Melanoid Exchange as well. I also know personally people that are going to be doing putting up some real estate investment as well as tech investment, and so I may invest with them first, regardless to not if they actually actually put it on the BuyTheBlock.com. That is another question, but I do plan to invest in them. But who knows, at this price, at 55 cents per share, only $100 investments, maybe I just give them $100 to support. The thing about this particular investment is that me personally, I'm not a big fan of safe, and I'm going to read this. We have started our seed funding stage by way of equity crowdfunding. Shares are currently 55 cents in the form of SAFE with a 3.5 million valuation cap. And I'm gonna Google SAFE for you so you can see exactly what it means. I'm personally not a huge fan of it, even though a lot of companies are doing it right now, or a lot of startups are doing it right now. So a SAFE, a simple agreement for future equity, is an agreement between investors and company that provides rights to investors for future equity in the company, similar to warrant, except without determining a specific price in share at the time of the initial investment. The SAFE investors receives the future shares when a period of investments or liquidation event occurs. And we jump down here to some of the negative things about safe investments. And it's not to say that I wouldn't do that type of investments, because I absolutely would, but it's not my preferred. And that's why I like real estate investing a little more. From what I've seen about the company, their concept intrigues me, and so it's something that I'll probably look into a little more. And then we have one more project that I'll highlight here, the Invest in DreamVentures Women and Minority Developers. And so this is a project that, who knows, maybe I may put $100 into. I don't plan to put any big money into any of these projects. At most, I can see myself maybe capturing a $500 investment if I look into the project and really think it's a good, solid investment. But I really do like real estate, and so that's something that I would be interested in investing. And so that's BuyTheBlock.com. Like I said, if you would like me to go into detail about any of those investments or all of them or the website in general, let me know in the comment section below and I will do that for you. In terms of non-Black owned companies, I think I may go long term with Squarespace in terms of investing in that every month through a dollar cost averaging strategy. I really do think they have Shopify type of potential, and so we'll see how that goes. I know that they took a significant hit today, but that doesn't matter to me if I'm going long term with the company. I know right now analysts are saying the stock may be overpriced, but like I said, I do think this is a long-term play for myself, and we'll see where it takes me. All right, thank you for sticking with me till the end of the video. If you haven't already, please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, or hit the bell to be notified when I post something new. And remember, in the game of life, when it comes to stock investing or investing in general, play to win.